This is Synergy Loves Company. I'm Eric Hathorn, and The Great Mouse Detective is one of my favorite Disney films. It's one of the first ones I've ever seen. I had the VHS as a kid, and when the Villainous expansion pack came out with Ratigan, I just had to get it. I love to play as Ratigan. And of course, Vincent Price was the one who played Ratigan. So in this video, I'm going to talk to Mike Ross from Rare Cuts Media Society all about what's so great about Price's ultimate criminal mastermind portrayal of Ratigan. Take a look. All right. So as we were talking about, Vincent Price continues to work with Disney. He's actually working with Disney at this point. And he gets kind of a big Disney role, which plays really well into what you were telling us about the role of a villain, and how he liked to get in the villain's head and kind of like develop that character. He gets to play a Disney animated villain in The Great Mouse Detective as Ratigan. In my memory of Ratigan, I had to do a double take and be like, was that Vincent Price? And then when I watched it again, because I hadn't watched it in a few years, quite a few years, I was like, how did I not know it's totally Vincent Price? How did I not remember that was him? But I think, and you know, you were kind of saying about his acting style. What do you think about how he plays Ratigan? How does Ratigan come off to you as a villain? I know you were talking about having watched this with your children recently. How did that go?
Yeah. The kids liked it. Ratigan, I mean, the acting that Vincent Price brings via voice is the same as him on screen. I mean, it's him 100%. Like, Ratigan is Vincent Price, and I feel like the mannerisms, the acting, the voice, it just feels like him.
He does get the range too, from the just giant mouse feeling to the enraged crazy rat throughout the film. Kind of the mob boss feel going on too. He kind of gets a lot of different things. So when you were talking about his process earlier, I was like, my brain kept going to Ratigan, of course, because that's where I'm thinking. But I was like, no, that totally makes sense, and I think he was pretty perfect for that role. Of course, that movie doesn't get the most love all the time. It's kind of at the end of kind of Disney's dark period of movies, and kind of when it's transitioning into the big movies that are going to come in the late 80s and early 90s. So it's kind of one of those little sleeper transitional films. But I'm definitely a fan. Had the VHS of that one that I would watch back in the day. But no, I appreciated his role, and I think I mean, I guess until he turns into a crazy rat at the end. But I think I was less creeped out by Ratigan than some of his other voice work I've heard in the past. I don't know why. That's just what I got for that.
Well, maybe it has more to do with he's not such a slow, creepy, methodical, ominous voice. He does animated,
play it differently.
Literally.
True. Right? In more ways than one.
Yeah.
No. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you really like this video, visit synergylovescompany.com for the full audio podcast.